Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and well, I mean, you can see back there, I've got some packing to do. I've got some done, but some more actually here to do this afternoon still for a couple of overnight orders that came in. Got to get those to the post office today. It's 3 o'clock, so I've got 3 hours still, but we actually have a live show scheduled here in 3 hours too, so I really don't have quite that long. So why am I stopping? Why am I doing a video when I've got too many things to do and not enough time? Well, you've probably already seen the live show because we're going to have this run after, I think. And not a whole lot of content here other than I'm just frustrated, and this is my venting session. So thank you guys for, I mean, if you don't want to watch this, by all means, go away. This is self-help more than anything else. But we decided to do some store swag, and so my daughter worked on designing something. We had a cool conversation about, I'm part-time. I don't get to go to places. I'm not the early bird very often. And we got talking about the early bird, and that transitioned into, hey, let's look at that old saying from the worm's point of view. The early worm, not such a good deal for him. But what about the late worm? He does all right, right? And so I talked about it. I said, hey, this is the cartoon that I see in my head, the Far Side style cartoon. My daughter took that idea. She ran with it. She made a design. And so we decided it would be cool. Let's put that design on a mug, and we'll make some cool channel swag for it. We'll put my logo on one side, her art on the other. It'll be a combo unit. And we are also going to then take and donate the proceeds to charity. Now, we talked about the charity on the live show if you want to go back and see that. But, in very, very short, it's an organization that sends money to troops that we have deployed across the globe. Or money. They don't send money. Sorry. They send care packages. They send jerky. They send drink mix, and they send all sorts of stuff. They've sent electric skillets to some troops that are deployed, 3 miles from base, and that way they can make some food. They've sent a kiddie pool over one time, like a wading pool. They do a lot of stuff to take care of our troops. It's a really cool organization. We wanted to do something to help, and so this seemed like a cool way to do it. And that way we could do some swag, and we could help this organization with a little bit. The profits would go to them. And so we ordered these mugs, and these mugs are 15-ounce mugs. So these are usable mugs. They're not just the itty bitty ones. These are ones you can drink your coffee out of, which means it's going to be a little bit more to ship. But we did a very limited run, and we were going to sell it to the people that really wanted it. We ordered 35 of these things, thinking, we'll sell 30. We have a couple in reserve in case they break. Maybe keep one for the channel, that sort of thing. And so we knew we weren't going to make a lot of money, but we were just trying it first off just to see how it went. And then down the road, we plan on doing some smaller mugs, maybe not quite so detailed. And again, do some charity stuff. It's something that we want to do. I think it's a neat thing, and we have the ability, we have the platform. We're not huge. We're not going to make a ton of money, but little bits help, and everybody's little bit adds up. And so that's what we wanted to do. The mugs got here today, and I'll go ahead and say it because I'll do a follow-up if they make things right, but we got it from Printful. And the actual online process was pretty easy. It was more expensive than I thought it was going to be, unfortunately. So that cut into our profits and then our donation a little bit. But I thought, you know what, there's still a little bit of wiggle room, and I think we can still make this happen. So we ordered 35 mugs. Now, we've already unpacked these, and so I don't have the video to show you of what happened when we opened the box, but let me put some video, or let me put some photos up over here as I'm talking. You can see I took some photos that I have sent to Printful support here. I don't know what we're going to hear back from them. They don't actually have a phone number that I can find anywhere on their website. They don't seem to, their live chat not functioning. You click on it, it says, oh, sorry, we're not online right now. Okay, so that's out. There was a button to report a problem with the order. I clicked that, and I sent these same photos to show them that, you know what? We didn't get many of them. We lost a full third of them on the way. And this let this be a lesson to you. What are the odds that 4 rows of 15-ounce mugs, they weigh 15 ounces a piece, so they weigh a pound a piece, sitting on top of each other with just a thin piece of cardboard in between them? What are the odds that they make it there okay? Apparently, not great. We have a lot of shards of mugs here, and it's a huge bummer. I don't. There was a lot of money invested in these, quite honestly, on the front end. And there was, my daughter was very excited. She's got a piece of artwork that's been, published, essentially, right? Very, very excited to see this original artwork of hers. I was super excited to be able to put it out there and give it to people. I think they're going to really enjoy it. And then, to see a whole mess of them just shattered. You can't send stuff like this, people. There was 4 rows stacked on top of each other. Now they put "Do Not Crush" on the box. Okay, but the weight, that bottom row, they've got 3 pounds sitting all on top of it, rattling around with no real cushion between them. There was just a little bit of bubble wrap on the outside. That was it. No bubble wrap in between the rows. No, this is not how you ship orders. I don't understand how a large company that apparently sends orders out like this all the time, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's super, super frustrating. The money outlay is one thing. We're not going to have, depending on what they do. I sent them, I said, hey, we need to somehow make this right. I don't know what we're going to hear back from them. I'm hoping that they stand up and they take care of this. Because even actually the graphic, it's not exactly right. You can see on there, we'll you know what? Let me grab one. I'll show you. There's that side of the mug, right? They're supposed to be down here. She's got a little E as her signature. It's in black. You can't see it. This guy's got little Z's coming up off of him. And his hat, you can't see it. This is all too dark. This is not what it looked like on the proof that on the graphic that we gave. And there's actually right here, there's a tunnel that comes over and then comes up. You can see the little guy in his tunnel. And look, it's not there. So the shades, I recognize that we've got lots of shades here, but this is all too dark down here. And so the shades didn't come out. And look how cool that graphic is. That's so neat. And, I do think it's still neat. It's just not, it's not what we sent in, right? That's not my daughter's full design. So, yeah. This part, my part's okay. But it's just not what it should have been. So here is one of them. This is just one row. We took out all the ones that were good. But you can see there were 4 of these stacked on top of each other in the box. Literally there was nothing in between them. This box, it was just this thin of material. Look, you can see my finger pushing through. That was sitting on the top of the box below it, right? And 4 layers of those. There is some of the carnage. So there are mugs that did not survive. Remove that. I just moved them to another box. This was just on the outside and then laid across the top. So there's no layers in between these whatsoever. It's mugs sitting essentially on top of mugs. And these, this is it. It's just this thin layer. And you can see Look, and then there's more down there. All those are, of course, broken. And it's just this, sitting all on top of each other. Who thinks that that is going to make it? I mean, they had a sticker. So, yeah, that's me venting. Like I said, I've written Printful. I've sent them pictures. You saw the pictures. I mean, well, and then you saw some video. It's very clear, the carnage. I just don't know what they're going to do. I mean, I'm hoping that they make this right. And if they do, I'm going to let you know. Just being transparent. I'm not going to, I'm not going to say something bad about a company, because let's be honest, bad things happen. In shipping, sometimes things break. Now, I feel like they set themselves up for this one to break. It would have been extraordinary if all of them made it here packed like that. You can blame the USPS a little bit, I guess, and maybe they can try and file a claim with the Postal Service, but with that packing job, I don't know. So, yeah, I mean, if they come back and they make this right, I'm definitely going to let you guys know, and we'll let you know what they do. But I wanted to let you know why our limited run is even limiteder. More limited, I know. Tired, frustrated, and I like making up words. So, yeah, we'll see if we can, I mean, we'll try and give you guys the ones that we have, and we'll see if we get any more down the road. I don't know that it's going to be from Printful, even if they make this thing right, so we're going to have to find another place to get them. Might have anyway, just because of the cost involved with them. I guess I'm done ranting. I know this didn't have a lot of direction, guys, but I appreciate it. And if you take anything away from this video, it's that you should pack your stuff with care. I mean, just a sticker on the outside that says don't crush, don't rattle, fragile, don't bend, any of that. It's a sticker. It doesn't combat poor packing. And that's what we had here. Thanks for stopping, guys. Not the typical video on this channel, I know, but I appreciate you sticking around. We have What Sold's coming up later this week. What Sold Wednesday. We actually had a really good weekend of sales. After a Thursday, we had $31.05 in sales. That's it. I think two things. And I put on Instagram that, you know what, eBay is a roller coaster, and you have to accept that if you're going to be successful on that platform. Well, after a $31 day, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday weekend, it was like 50 cents under a $600 weekend. So we had a great weekend, and that's just how the eBay thing works. I'll show you what we sold on the weekend coming up on Wednesday. We've got lots more great content coming up later this week. So thanks for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed, hit the bell. And that's all I got. Thanks, guys.